Hey Ben, should I buy Synplant for $100 for a YouTube video?
No.
Ben, should I buy a Synplant for $100 for a YouTube video?
Yes.
You heard the man. You heard the man. First try. First try. Today's video is going to be on a plugin called Synplant, which has been recommended to me in my Discord links, which is a really cool plugin, and I've experimented with it a little bit before in the video that I just recorded 3 hours ago that happened to not record any of the audio. Haha! So I'm re-recording it again, but this time is a lot better because I know a little bit more about the plugin, so I'll be able to show you a little bit more. If you're into creative sound design and or experimenting with sounds, this is the plugin for you. This thing is absolutely amazing. I fell in love with it while using the trial version. In fact, in my last recording, I ended up actually buying the plugin while I was recording it just to prove how much I fucking love this plugin. So let me stop rambling and let's get into the video. This is the plugin. It's called Synplant. That synth, randomly generated. I did not make that. It made that itself. And then when I click new random seed, we get a random synth that has never been heard before. Well, it might have been heard before, but the probability of that happening is almost zero, because you can see that there is a shit ton of parameters that get randomized every time you make a new patch. And you can manually adjust these too. So if I wanted to change the LFO rate, I can do that. If I wanted to change the envelope loop time, I can do that as well. Let's grow this plant and see what happens. This one sounds really cool. So what I can do here is plant the chosen seed. So now all of the notes will sound exactly like that one. But I can furthermore grow the plants again. And you can see they all sound kind of similar. And that's because they're grown from the same seed. And let's use this in our track. So I'm gonna write a little melody. Maybe we do something like 110 BPM. So you can see I can actually adjust the randomization of each note just by growing these plants a little bit. Just like that, we have a really interesting sounding melody without having to do any sound design at all, which is just super cool. I'm not one for just picking and choosing some presets, but this plugin fucks. That's already like a bass. I like that one a lot. Let's use that one. I think what we need to do is add kind of like a melody in there. Like we have our arpeggio that's kind of acting like a pad. So let's see if we can like add some type of melody. This sounds the most like a kick drum, although it really doesn't sound that much like a kick drum. Ooh, that's getting somewhere. I think what we had originally is probably going to be our best bet. You can kind of like resample that maybe. If we like maybe pogo this, we can consolidate this. Perfect. We can even use the same sample that we use for a snare as well. Got a little drum beat going. I want to try to make some like chords. Not in time, but we can save it. There you go. That sounded really good. I can't see you. What's next? Guess what's next, guys? Super unbelievable wacky trick you've never heard in music before. We double it again. What? Do some crazy thing and we can have some synths mirror the vocals or do a seventh of the vocals. It's gonna be fucking crazy. Listen, you need to make cool vocal. If you need to make cool vocals, just scream into the fucking mic. Trust. What we can do here, I think I'm gonna render this part out. Brains time. Let's go, baby. Not the food though. Grains like as a food, like it's a good nutrition maybe, but I'm not a big fan, you know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I see where people are coming from when they're like, eat more grains, but you know me, I just like not a huge fan. But to each their own, I suppose. I literally just want it to be like the bass and like some fucking wacky sound. And then it just goes. I kind of want to not use Synplant for the bass. It's just like not very good for bass. It's good for like organic sounding things. I'm trying to get like an 808 type shit. You know what I mean? So we need more weird sounds. So let's get more weird sounds because it's really good at that. That's so perfect, dude. Holy shit. Here I want to have like... So this is kind of going to be like the outro thing. So what I'm going to have is just like the elements kind of come back in. All right, and I think with that, our song is kind of finished. So why don't we take a listen to the final product? Hello, it is Looma from the future here, and as you can see, I worked a little bit more on the song. I didn't want to do a disservice to the song because I just like it that much. So why don't we take a listen to this version instead? And there you go. There you have it. A song made almost entirely out of Synplant. Of course, there were some extra elements added in there just for that extra bit of spice because, you know, making Synplant everything, probably not ideal because there are some sounds in there that you probably don't want to use. But for the most part, Synplant is a super useful tool to have in your tool bag. So if you're thinking about buying it, 2 thumbs up from me. Definitely would recommend. And yeah, I hope you learned something while watching this video as always, and I will see you in the next video.